Well, we can start doing this now. What are we trying to prepare for here? We're testing something out today, right?
We're gonna do a veggie burger live on Broil King. So today we're just gonna walk through sort of the how-to on a nice clean grill. So this is a pretty simple black bean veggie burger recipe. Calls for quarter onion, couple cloves of garlic, some cilantro, 2 cans of beans, cup of corn, and then your quinoa and your flax seed. Now, your flax seed is actually your glue. All right, so flax seed acts as a natural binder, and one of the things that you're missing in a veggie burger is the natural binder, is the proteins that are gonna sort of bring together. So I got some ground flaxseed right here. You can buy whole flaxseed and grind your own in a blender or a food processor, but I was at Bulk Barn and they had ground, so I grabbed ground.
Oh, nice.
So in with our flaxseed, and that's going into, normally you'd put it into water. I put it into bean juice. Now I bought, because I was afraid of a bland flavor, I bought a flavored bean. I got a chili bean, a chili black bean, so it's been soaking in a mild chili.
Oh, nice.
All right, so we start by getting our mixture going. And look at that, see how it comes together? Gets all like goopy and gummy. You can't really feel it, but because you're a camera, but you know, it's a lot like glue.
And people shouldn't be afraid to get their hands involved, right? Like,
oh, not at all. I mean, I'm wearing gloves because I don't have a running sink right next to me.
Right.
But use your hands, wash your hands. It's fine. So this will be the beginning of our patty. Now, see how it's already got some form to it? Yeah. That's going to make sure that our patty stays together through the cooking process. Now, our recipe calls for a cup of cooked quinoa. Okay. So I used tricolor quinoa, just to be fancy. Regular quinoa works too. If you want to use a single color, that's fine. There's no difference in flavor. It's a aesthetic thing. And then my 2 cans of beans and corn, drained. Okay. All right, you don't want too much extra liquid in your burger.
As you can see, still got some in there.
A little, because I want some of that flavor.
Yeah.
And you're gonna see what's gonna happen next is a pretty, you know, because all we're gonna do is get our hands really involved and just smush it.
Oh.
And then we're just getting it all mixed in. Now it looks to me, just at first glance, we might need a little more flaxseed.
Yeah.
But that's okay.
Why would you say that? So it's looking a little moist or something?
So it's looking a little moist to me. Now, I know that moisture is gonna cook off, but I also know that it is your enemy when you're trying to hold something together.
Yeah.
So just give me a second to change my gloves.
Especially things without fat content, right?
Exactly.
The moisture wouldn't be such a problem if it was fat, because you know
that'll render off.
Yeah.
And kind of bind things together. You know, when you cook your bacon, the end of your bacon, all that grease eventually pulls back together.
Yeah, exactly.
That's what I mean by binds together with fat.
Yeah.
So then I'm gonna add my garlic. I probably could have used a bigger knife to cut my garlic, but you know.
Yeah, very funny.
I know.
You're prepared for lunch and the zombie apocalypse all in one.
Exactly. Only people who get my food get my food. Otherwise, they get chased down. I'm kidding. I wouldn't run with a knife. It's not safe. No, now we get a little bit of cilantro. You are either going to love cilantro and find it fresh and inviting and a delightful flavor that you're like, man, I could eat this every day. Or it's going to taste a little like dish soap. I'm on the dish soap side. My wife loves cilantro. So if I was making these at home for my family, I'd add meat. and no cilantro. Just kidding. This is going to be a delicious veggie burger. See how we added a little more flaxseed to the top there?
Yeah. So like,
and you'll watch it as you mix it in, as that ground flax gets incorporated.
Yep.
It actually sort of soaks the liquid up.
Because you want more like a paste, right? Like you want like a thick.
You really want a paste. That's why I said a flax glue earlier.
Yeah. Because
that's almost the consistency you're looking for, even a little less runny. All right, now I'm going to show you what I mean by is ready to. So we'll do a little log, nothing fancy. I just want to show you that we have a little resistance without just falling off. All right, so I'm holding here and I'm only slightly breaking there, okay? So it's a lot like a ground beef patty would be.
Right.
The same sort of consistency, same sort of body. All right, now I heavily seasoned my quinoa before,
right? You said
like salt and pepper as I was making it, so I don't have to season again now. You can if you want to.
Right.
Now is a great time because everything in here is cooked. There's no fear of eating anything raw here. Taste. Don't ever be afraid to taste your ingredients. Know what you're cooking with.
Now, what kind of things are you looking for there? You're looking for
your flavor profile. You're not looking necessarily for your texture, but you want to make sure that it's salty enough, not too salty, peppery enough, not too peppery, that you've added enough cilantro, that your onion is coming through, all without overpowering all of the other flavors.
Yeah.
Now, I thought that was pretty close. A little more salt.
Okay, now this is what we're going to be shooting on, right?
Yeah, oh yeah, this is our nicely cleaned Regal grill by Broil King that we cleaned out earlier today. We're going to take our burger into our Broil King patty maker, all right? Great invention by Broil King. If you don't feel like getting your hands all covered in this stuff, take the allotted amount into kind of a ball and then just squish her down.
There you go.
All right. Now, if I was going to be doing a lot of these, I would suggest putting parchment paper in between. That way, when it comes out, it's really easy and you don't have to worry about it.
You did pretty good on that. Yeah.
Perfect consistency, nice depth. Okay. And then just before we add our burger, we want to make sure we're adding it to a oiled surface. Now, because there's no fat in the burger itself, you want to make sure that there's enough fat in your
that sizzle.
Grill. So you hear that sizzle, you hear that
sizzle, you can hear it on my mic, hopefully.
Pop right away. It's exactly what you're looking for, because you don't want to add anything to a cold pan.
And I think that's something that people underestimate a lot too. They might turn the heat on their pan or their grill or whatever like 2 minutes before they put their food on.
Oh, no, guys, hot food hot. It's got to go in a hot pan. You're cheating yourself if you don't. It's not going to start your food the same way. You're not going to get that same sear.
No.
And with these, you're going to want to start it on a medium-high heat.
So when we do the showcase, are we going to be using the griddle here as well? Probably, right?
Oh yeah, 100%.
Now this can be replaced too. People could swap that out for more grates, right?
Oh yeah, I have the secondary grate right here. The griddle is just an attachment. Sorry,
an accessory.
An accessory.
Yeah.
But it works fantastic. And honestly, if you're going to be getting a barbecue and you want to be doing all the things you possibly can, I would highly suggest one. I love mine at home. There's not a week that goes by that I don't have something on the griddle.
Yeah.
It's just something about it. It just cooks a little more even. I love how you know what? This will be a perfect way for me to demonstrate. Watch. I'm going to pour some canola on here because I need a little more fat. Watch how the meat interacts with that. All right. Watch that sizzle. Watch that cook. See how nothing's dripping underneath into the grates.
That's true. The ridges of the
they're
griddle
keeping it all right there. So if that was meat fat, it would essentially be roasting in its own fat. It's a beautiful, beautiful design. Really easy to keep clean, as we talked about earlier.
Yeah, you gave it a little scrub earlier today. Now, this one's got what? We got 4 burners here.
Yeah, this is a 4-burner, side burner, and rotisserie on this machine.
And, oh, the side burner over there too,
Yes, sir. I used this to cook my quinoa this morning. Now, this isn't a gas burner. It is a gas burner.
Right, but
it's not like a gas burner. This is an infrared burner on this side.
Right.
So you got a much, much lower chance of it ever blowing out while you're cooking away.
I like how it's got the like bottle holders, or like, you know what I mean? So you can put sauces there or your favorite beverages while you're cooking. You know what I mean?
It is a perfect size for a cola.
Yeah.
But no, it's a fantastic addition.
And that's a lot better, eh? Oh man, there you go. That's looking like veggie burgers. Oh, I like that one, that final one.
Yeah, you see the difference when
That's
they're cooked
perfect.
in fat versus no fat?
So, okay, so you got some onions on there now too.
Oh yeah, yeah. Well, just because we're having a veggie burger doesn't mean we're not going to dress it up.
Yeah, you still gotta top it.
Now again, you want a medium-high heat, lots of oil, because you really want your fat to help fry the edges.
That sear, right?
Now you're going to get that nice crisp sear on the outside. You know? They'll still be tasty without it, but fat makes things better.
Like, I'm not even a veggie burger fan, and I'm looking at these going, that looks pretty good, man.
Oh, just wait until we try one, Ryan. They're worth it.
Yeah.
You know, and I'm with you. And all morning long, people have been like, "Oh, what are you cooking?" Like, just veggie burgers,
Right?
But I shouldn't say it so sadly, because they're actually really good veggie burgers.
Yeah, they look really good. There you go. It's a little pro move there, huh?
That's a White Castle move right there.
Oh, yeah?
Yeah, White Castle actually only cooks half of their beef patty, throws it on onion, and steams the rest of it.
Oh.
It's a really neat technique. And then to flip it and serve it, the buns are all on top, under, over, you're done.
Oh, wow.
It's a really, really neat way to do tiny burgers.
So what's this here? We got some tomato.
We got some beefsteak tomato, a little lightly fried onion, some Boston bib leaf lettuce, and then, last but not least, a toasted burger lid. Now we got to get a picture of this. We'll do that with the next one. So, your biggest problem with a veggie burger like this is going to be that you only have one to enjoy. All right, let's dig in. We'll get another one for...
You do, you take a piece, I'll take a piece. We'll give this a shot here. Try to get you on camera, okay? And I'll take a bite here off camera. Oh, dude. I like the little heat you got in there. Right? That kind of gives it a little bit of like a Mexican feel.
So that's why I used the chili beans instead of just regular black beans, because they already came marinated. It saved me time from marinating my own black beans. And really, not a bad veggie burger. And I'm not a fan of cilantro. You barely even taste it.
So if anybody ends up watching this beforehand,
you'll see an
join us live on taappliances.com.
You'll see an even better one on the 22nd. 21st?
Yep.
Whatever.
This is our trial version, but we're gonna have a finished version. Oh, look at that move. And honestly, it's really good. So check it out. June 22nd, taappliances.com. Come watch, come join Chef Brendan live.
It'll be fun. Regal for life.
On this Regal bad boy from Broil King here. That's where we're gonna be cooking it. So come join us.